11:19 this midday. Staying at home means we aren't visiting our museums, but in this devastating pandemic, the National World War I Museum and Memorial has found an opportunity to keep preserving history for all of us. In April 1918, Charles Darby sent a letter to his mother describing his battle wounds, how he crawled to a shell hole out of the range of the firing and prayed for the ambulances to come.
Oh, there's 100 years separating us. There also really is not that much separating us.
Darby's letter is one of thousands of pieces in the National World War I Museum's collection that Stacy Peterson and her team have spent years digitizing.
We have them digitized so at least people can see the historic materials, and someday we'll get to transcribing them.
Someday is here. The museum is closed because of the coronavirus. So with no guests to help, a team of 16 are working from home, like Joe Saviano, transcribing 10,000 pages of letters, journals, and diaries, telling the world's personal stories of World War I.
And it will take content that otherwise people would not have access to and makes it available to families, to students, to high school kids to be able to use those primary source materials.
It's fascinating just the parallels that you were seeing between then and now.
Like William Letts, who served aboard the USS Wyoming and wrote to his cousin in November 1918 that, yes, the flu was pretty bad over here, and in a city near here, the deaths were over 200 a week for a while. The CDC says the conditions of World War I helped spread the flu in the 1918 pandemic. Many of the letters also touch on everyday life. Darby told his mother he'd give her the rest of his soldier pay for her bills.
Sometimes when we think about those who serve, we don't really consider that they're just like you and I.
And Naylor says the collection keeps growing with calls from all over the world every week.
It goes on and will go on for many years because these are important stories to be told. Every family's story deserves to be told.
Absolutely. And it's incredible to think they were dealing with a pandemic and a world war at the same time. You can access thousands of pieces of their collection on their website, and lesson plans for kids, they actually have them divided up by age group, starting with elementary school.